Our story unfolds through the perspective of our hero, Ben, who's a very emotionally vulnerable man, which is it's kind of strange considering that he's a highly trained hitman. This job of being a hitman is really all he's ever known, and he doesn't want that to define him.
Nearly missed your mark today, kiddo. That's not like you.
You sent me to kill. The man is dead. Many men are dead. I don't know what else you want from me.
So Milton is more than just a boss for Ben. Milton is almost like his adopted father. You know, he took Ben in at a very young age and raised him to be this lethal weapon. He's all about controlling Ben. He wants to control Ben's thoughts. He wants to control his deeds. The one thing he can't control with Ben is his heart.
I gave your life purpose. And this is how you thank me? Huh?
Ben's heart just isn't in his job. Despite all of his skills with firearms, his skills in martial arts, there'll always be something missing. What's really interesting about this whole thing is Ben had no idea what was missing until he met Heather.
Nice catch.
When he meets Heather for the first time and when he starts to date her, I think that that's kind of the first time his humanity really starts to come through, and he starts to realize that he's more than just this assassin that serves Milton, and his only salvation is being with Heather. And here she is. Oh God.
Heather's a pretty tough woman. She's kind of spent her life building a lot of defenses and a lot of boundaries around herself. You know, Ben is the first guy that's ever come along and gotten through those boundaries. She's never felt the way she feels around Ben, and that really scares her. When she looks into his eyes, she can tell that he really needs her, and that affected Heather in ways that she wasn't expecting.
She struggles because the amount that she loves this person is too much for her to really deal with at this time in her life. It's one of those things that when you fall in love, you can't be in control anymore, and I think that Heather likes her control and her boundaries, and love is not something that has those.
She doesn't really quite know how to process these feelings that she's having for this guy who just kind of seemed to come out of nowhere and is pretty much perfect in every way, well, all the ways that she knows about. She's not comfortable with facing that part of herself, so at the beginning of the film, she decides she's going to break it off.
Goodbye.
And it just really devastates Ben and puts him in the position to where, you know, he's got to fight to win her back.
I love you.
All the footage that you've seen so far was shot completely out of pocket. Everything we've done for this film, we've done quite a bit of it. We've almost shot half of the movie, but we've done it on a shoestring budget. With your help, with your support, we'll be able to really put all the time and professional attention into shooting our ambitious third act.
We're gearing up for a really big action, climactic showdown that would happen in the middle of San Francisco. If you are kind enough to give us money, we will make good use of it. And the way that we shoot is we try to put as much of the money up on screen as possible.
We're gonna have an all-out street brawl in the middle of a downtown San Francisco street, and we're gonna need to pay for city permits, we're gonna need to pay for parking, most importantly, to be able to pay for all the proper safety precautions for all of our stunt performers.
This is a very exciting time to be an independent filmmaker. The tools have just evolved to the point where if you have an idea and you're resourceful and you have the dedication to really commit to the process, you can make your film now.
Okay, pay attention. Here it comes.
Oh!